A huge part of a film's budget can be eaten up by building out elaborate sets, especially if we're talking about westerns. However, New Mexico has a number of functional western towns that are just about camera ready for any movie rolling into town. And one of the state's most storied locations is now under the ownership of a man who knows a thing or two about the genre. Chad Brummett has that story.
It's like a scene out of an Old West motion picture. The High Plains drifter in this story rides into town, saving it from time and the elements.
I always love just coming over here and riding through the town. It's just a great feeling. Everybody feels so good going through here, seeing it.
The walls of this hamlet have seen the likes of Tom Hanks, Emilio Estevez, Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Peter Fonda, and the Duke himself, John Wayne.
That's when school really begins.
Lots of great actors have been here. Johnny Cash is shot here, and Kirk Douglas, and yeah, it's been pretty iconic.
So iconic that cowboy, saddlesmith, and stuntman Clint Mortensen had to lay claim on the property, better known by locals and film producers as the Eves Movie Ranch.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more storied location than the Eves Movie Ranch when it comes to New Mexico filmmaking. In fact, some people would argue that this very filming location is responsible for the multi-million-dollar industry the state now enjoys.
The ranch was originally constructed for the James Stewart Henry Fonda Western, The Cheyenne Social Club, in 1969.
Could you direct me to the Cheyenne Social Club?
How dare you!
J.W. Eves was tasked with building out the location that features interior and exterior set pieces, including everything you need in an Old West town, a saloon, a general store, and a sheriff's office, among others. And since that film's release in 1970, Eves has served as the set for such films as The Cowboys, Every Which Way But Loose, Young Guns 2, Easy Rider, Magnificent Seven, Buster Scruggs, Sundance, The Staircase.
Besides the whiskey, I think will require a little respect.
You get the picture. After J.W.'s passing in 2001, the property was inherited by his son, Craig. However, a diversity of projects in the younger Eves' life made upkeep on the movie ranch tough. Seeing an opportunity to live out a childhood dream and restore the legendary set, Mortensen offered to purchase the property last year, taking ownership just 6 months ago.
I started out and just never thought I'd ever work in movies at all. I come from South Dakota, and I guess I lived in Paris, France. I was working in a Wild West show over there for Euro Disney in Paris, France. I was a performer at Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, and then I moved back here and never expected to work in movies.
Clint first worked as a livestock wrangler on 310 to Yuma. The filmmaking bug sunk its teeth into him, taking on various jobs with horses, building custom saddles and props, and ultimately landing in front of the camera as an actor and stunt double for Taylor Lautner on the Netflix comedy The Ridiculous Six.
Sometimes I'll be working on a movie and they go, we need these certain spurs or this hat band, we need something to match this, and I go home and make that at night and bring it and work on the movie the next day.
But movies aren't the only thing Mortensen hopes to bring to the ranch. Now called the Mortensen Eves Movie Ranch, Clint says that he is opening up the property for private parties, special events, photo shoots, and weddings, inviting the community to experience the cinematic history and magic of a destination locked in a bygone era of the American frontier.
I gotta pinch myself in the wrist. I mean, like, it's so just neat. Everybody has a good feeling. When they bring people here, they just, their childhood comes out and they just feel so good just looking around and stuff. It's just a cool feeling.
Chad Brummett, KRQE News 13.
Mortensen and his team say they'll be adding links for the community to voice their ideas about the ranch on their website, which should be online later this year.